Ants by Cockroach Lady. I know a lot about ants because I studied them in the 2nd grade. You might see them as small, but if you look closely, they're really huge. First off, ants have a king and a queen. The queen is almost twice the size of the king ant. The queen ant is born with wings, and so is the king ant. Every royal ant has wings. Isn't that cool? Second, there are more than just the king and the queen ants. There are the worker ants, and the worker ants collect the food. They also tend to the queen ant and care for her larvae. The worker ants dig more tunnels, and they also get leaves to make nice beds for the queen's larvae. They also store some of the food for the rain season, or as we call it, spring. You may have heard me talk about the larvae, and that's just part of their life cycle. There's a lot more than just that. First they start out as an egg. Then they are larvae. Next the ant eats itself out of the sac he's in when he's a larva and he's a grown ant. Then he lasts a couple days until we accidentally squish him. The way the ants protect themselves is very cool. Do you know about fire ants? They bite their predator to keep them away. Other than fire ants, the other ants just scramble to get into their tunnels, and sometimes the scrambling thing to the tunnels doesn't always work. Have you ever seen The Ant Bully? It's a movie about a kid who drowns the ants. Then the ants make him as small as an ant. Soon after that, he faces all the dangers of an ant. It's a very interesting movie. Did you know one of my favorite movies is about an ant? It's called A Bug's Life. And that movie is about this ant who invents stuff and actually destroys the food supplies for the grasshoppers that the ants made by letting his invention that was on knock over the grasshoppers' food. Then the ant named Flick went on an adventure searching for other bugs to help collect more food. It's a very great movie. There are more than just 2 kinds of ants. There are carpenter ants, leafcutter ants, and more, but I'm sorry I can't name them all. You could look them up if you're really interested, and I hope you really enjoyed me teaching you about ants. Thank you. I'd like to say thank you to these photographers and Morgaphile.